welcome back to another adventure, and actually the one where we might finish our Pokédex. Right now we stand at 149 out of 151. So let's try to get this going. I think I think what we were doing is we were training. We had just taken out on my night from the what do you call it, or computer, so we can train him on the Pokemon League. So he will become our number 150, and then we'll take care of Mew. So, yep. So we could go. Wait, where am I? This is not a Pokemon League. Why am I here? Oh, I think I came to get the new arena because we were missing the new arena for some reason. So we're gonna switch there. Let me see. Is our PP good? Yeah. Alright. Let's get some experience on this Oma Knight to make it an Oma Star. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be boosted like the Kabuto. But we don't mind that. We'll be okay. Okay. So he's gonna try to hit a Earthquake. And I think I got a Charizard. And then Flamethrower kills. Good. And then I think this is where he sends out, well, whatever he sends out, I'm gonna be strong. So Raichu, that's a good job here. Uh, Good. Cloister should be an easy kill. There you go. Alright, on my night it's already up 3 levels. This is one where I was thinking what could work better. Come on, Charizard, you don't play no games. Interesting. Let's go Dragon Knight. I know she's got Ice Beam, but oh, oof, that's not good. Can Vaporeon kill this? It should. And then she flinched twice. Let's go. Ooh, she hit a thunder on me? Alright, this is not good. All because I didn't want to wake up. Right, you. And all I had to do was. Ah, man. Never punished. Hopefully I. Oh, and she gets a crit. Yeah, we're screwed here, guys. I can't believe this. Uh, I don't think Charizard kills on a. Oh, let's go. Alright, we take that. Thank you. At least we break even on the money. Even though we didn't maximize experience, but what are we gonna do, guys? Blast burn. Let's go, super effective. Charizard could use experience on my night. Alright. Ah, that's nasty. But hey, we're level 19. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, that was on me. That was on me. I take that one. Hopefully this is not an indication of how this stream is gonna go. No, I think it should be pretty straightforward. Once I... Wow, this is one of the first few times I see do an attack. Okay, same thing. He's gonna go Earthquake. There, never punished. Okay. What is she bringing out? Dewgong. Okay, so Dewgong with Dewgong, right, you? Because here we should Thunderbolt. There you go. Cloister is a Thunderbolt. There you go. Jinx, actually, I think if I bring Charizard, this was the move that I messed up earlier today. Alright. Just gonna do Attract. Okay, we'll take that. Free Flamethrower, free Wake Up. Okay. Interesting that she attacked. Okay. Good. Even better for us. And I'll press dash to Raichu into hits. 1 and 2. There you go. Alright, level 24, so not too bad. Now we'll put Vaporeon in the front. Yeah. That's, I don't know if the flamethrower kills, so let's just do Vaporeon and play our strategy. So Vaporeon Surf here is one hit KO. And then we'll switch to Hemolite, Pidgeot. And Pidgeot should swing attacks here, and hopefully they miss the Rock Slide. And he gets the crit. But that means it's some free experience for Charizard because he kills on the wing attack. One shot. Yeah, sure. I'm afraid of that Rock Slide, but yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. So we go to Dragonite, wing attack. There you go. Now he sends out Machamp. Machamp, we might be able to kill it with 2 wing attacks. Yes. So Dragonite gets some experience. And then we'll go to Vaporeon with the Surf, and we clean up. There you go. Nice. I don't have the Charizard I was using to fight this Gengar, so I'm a bit screwed here. Let's see, hopefully a bite. Guess I was hoping for a flinch, but come on, you could hit through. Come on. A hit through that would be nice. That's 2 in a row, Vaporeon. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna switch because Thunderbolt. Let's do a Thunder Wave because I know he's faster. And then we hit him with Dragon Claw. Hopefully Dragon Claw. Oh, he got me now. Right, she's hitting through everything. Well, maybe I get. There you go. Yes, that's a free kill. We don't have anything for our box, so let's tap. Surf doesn't kill, and then on my night, obviously you're not gonna do anything. All right, good. We'll put that at level 28, so we're getting a bit closer. Let's switch Pikachu here for Vaporeon. Let's go. Come on, Raichu. Look at this. So Raichu here, Thunderbolt, double team, the usual. I restore. And then this is where she might switch. Okay, no, she didn't. Yes, so we go to Charizard. We know kills in one shot. Nice. 29. Cloister. Thunderbolt. Yeah. Jinx. Oh, we send Charizard out. I feel like Charizard, that's better here. And then do attract. Come on. Okay, perfect. Free flamethrower, free wake up. Alright, we'll take a flame ice beam. And Raichu will take care of Lapras. So this one went more away. That's what we want to see. Perfect. So now Vaporeon in the front to kill the Steelix. There you go. And after we get the, there we go. Vaporeon on my night. Leer, no, I don't want Leer. I messed up, guys. I messed up. Okay, that matter. Never punished. Never punished. PJ might have enough life to take care of both. He might die to my champ on a rock slide. Or a cross jump. Come on, Dragonite. Bring it home. 1 HP in a dream and he gets the crit. Come on, man. There you go. Nice crit, Dragonite. Yes, we want to switch to Vaporeon. I feel like my Dragonite's moves can improve. But, well. Okay. So, I want to try. There you go. See how it goes with Charizard on the front. Try to beat Agatha. Be smart about it. I know flamethrower does a lot. Okay, he was burned, so I know that flamethrower kills. Okay, I'm gonna keep hitting. There you go. That's okay. That's where we wanted to be. So, Raichu should kill. There we go. Arbok. Hmm. It's got Earthquake. So stab. Surf. Come on. Don't miss too many. Let's go. Good job, Vaporeon. So we're gonna hit him hard. Chip. There you go. Nice crit, Pikachu. Crobat might be faster. Oh, let's go, Pikachu. Oh. Uh. What we're gonna do here? Okay, good. Never punished. I should have thought that could happen. Vaporeon faster. Oh yeah. But at least I have. Ooh, I thought you were gonna be able to hit through that. Oh man. If imagine all my night hitting through that. Okay. So I do have my path for Agatha, I think. Yeah. Flamethrower through the first two. And then deal with the other ones at the end. Come on, easy. Oh, how did we miss that bit? Raichu, come on. There you go. Nice. Oh, Charizard is gonna hit for effective here. Nice. Yes, Cloyster, we want Raichu. Thunderbolt. Jinx is next. We get Charizard. Charizard Flamethrower. Okay. She might full restore. Yes. There we go. So that's a free wake up. Let's do another. Ice Beam. Wow. How am I a fire Pokemon and get frozen like that? This is some crap. That's alright. The thing is, we need Charizard for the wing attacks are good to have, and he's obviously good for um. Alright. I wish Vaporeon would kill in one hit, but he doesn't. So, ooh, let's go. Nice crit, Pidgeot. Good way to come through. Good way to come through. Oh, ooh, ouch. Ouch. Okay. No, we're not scared. We're not worried. There you go. Nice, easy. Dragonite at 60. That's good. Alright. There we go. 37. Okay. Well, that's good. Bye. You know, is there an item that prevents Pokemon from falling asleep? Because I feel like that's what's... Dude, she hasn't missed. There you go. Oh, and I'm confused, of course. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good job, Raichu. I'm gonna hit it hard and then pray for the best, yeah. Alright, Dragonite. We need you to hit hard. Yeah, Dragon Claw does very little. For being a dragon attack on Dragonite having stab, I feel like that's very little. Okay. Where am I? 37. So he's taking about, so he's 18, so 36, so yeah, so I need maybe 3 passes. I just want to get to the point where Raichu can one hit KO these guys. One Thunderbolt and... Or I could just go and put Thunder on him and go for the 70%. Nah, I don't think I want to do that. Let me go here and just secure. I want to get Charizard up. Because if Charizard gets up, then he's gonna be able to one-shot kill these guys with a Go Flamethrower. Or maybe I need to get that move that they only teach the starters from the island. I need to... Maybe I could do that. Blast Burn, I think it is. Alright, well, we take that level up by Raichu there. Because it would help. I believe it would help on in the future battles. Vaporeon, good night surf. Yes, Pidgeot comes here. So, wing attack, no. Okay, good. Alright, let's see. Hopefully you miss. Would have been nice. But I think Dragonite has it. Beautiful. And Dragonite can handle my champ. If we get a crit, even better. If we get a crit, even better. And then here we go. So that worked out. Alright. Let's go. All My Night evolve into Almost Star. And with that, guys, we make it to 150. So 150. Welcome to the team, All My Night, as our number 150. So we are only one Pokemon away from getting... let's get rid of this. Alright. Thank you. But we still now maybe get a chance to get ahead on this. So let's see if I could beat Agatha. Let's play a bit smart. Hypnosis miss. There we go. Perfect. So she's gonna come with this. Gonna Thunderbolt me. Yeah. But then two. Oh, what is that? Did me dirty game. Didn't give me the roll there. Alright, there you go. Free kill for Raichu. Arbok. I wanna take Arbok out with here, but I feel like... Alright, the Surfs did it. Okay, good. Gengar. Okay, this is the annoying Gengar with the sleep. No. Alright, one more. That's Raichu kill. Yes, let's go Raichu. And now Crobat should be an easy kill. Let's go. Yeah, no, that doesn't kill. Oh, he gets the poison. How unlucky is that, guys? Alright, here we go. Thunderbolt might kill here. Let's go. We made it through Agatha. Alright, let's see. Do I have stuff in the bag? Like a revive or something. Max full restore. But I feel if you restore it, the Pokemon needs to be alive. Oh man. If I had one revive, I could probably bring up oh, man, that's a shame. That's a shame. Hey, hold on. Do I have a Ice Beam here that I can teach our friend Dragonite? So he could forget one move. Alright, there we go. Let's go. Alright, Lance, come on. I know I don't have a chance, but maybe, just maybe, if I Ice Beam to... Oh, look at this. There's no way. There's no way I even get through Gyarados. I don't even get through the first Pokemon. That's pretty funny. Here I was hoping that I could Ice Beams. Alright, so guys, this is big then. We have 150, and all we have left is one Pokemon, and that one Pokemon is Mew. The very elusive Mew who's hard to get in almost every game except maybe the new in the new games. I think Diamond, Brilliant Diamond, just for having the save of like Pokemon Let's Go and like they give you a Mew and a who's it, Jirachi or one of the other mythical Pokemons. So yeah, so what I've been looking at while doing the research, there were two ways to get Mew. One was the Aura Mew, which was distributed in Europe back in 2007, from August 2 to August 26 in Toys R Us, and this was part of the Pokemon Summer Day Camp. Um, it was distributed across European countries, so it is level 10 Mew with Trainer Aura. Um, so yeah, so it was distributed in those countries back in August 2007. Obviously, we do not have a time machine a way to get there, so we might have to do some workarounds. And then the other Mew that was distributed was in the US on September 30th from 12 to 3. What's interesting about this, give me 1 second, guys. sorry about that, guys. Just taking care of something here. Alright, so the second way to get it was Mystery Mew. Mystery Mew was distributed in Toys R Us on September 30th, 2006 from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And from what I could read, there was people online waiting to get it and didn't get it after the 3 p.m. Right? So this was distributed because of the movie, and it was celebrating the birthday of the Toys R Us mascot. Um, so the way that this was distributed, it was actually a trade. You have to trade with the person in the store. It wasn't a distribution; it was a trade. So you went in and traded with this person, right? You connected your and it was from a copy of FireRed. So since every store got a copy of the same game, there's only 426 unique Mew Pokemon available for the trade, right? So a lot of the groups, Project Pokemon and a lot of the other groups have been trying to preserve some of these games because obviously this was in 2006. We are in 2024, so right now there wouldn't be a way for us to get this. However, some of these people in this uh, places where they do preservation of data and Pokemon and anything related to Pokemon and stuff like that, they managed to buy a copy of one of these distribution games, and they were able to do research and they were able to reverse the complete 426 unique Mew that were available for distribution. So it was different. It was a save, right? It was a game that was played and it had the Pokemon and it was a trade. Usually distributions, what they do, they connect to your game and they send you the Pokemon to an empty spot in your party, and the IVs and the nature they get generated randomly when they give it to you. However, for the Mystery Mew, the way they did it was the person would have a Mew or two or three or four, or how many they would have in their party, and then they would trade you whichever was available, right? So technically the IVs, the stats and everything like that was already generated for the Pokemon. Okay? So since the save is available for people, we can trade for that game in 2 hours a Mew, a Mystery Mew. So that's what we're gonna do to get us the last Pokemon, the 151 Pokemon, would be to trade Mew with that copy into this one, right? So it was a FireRed Pokemon, FireRed game, I'm sorry, and it had the Mystery Mew on it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna reduce the speed, right? And on this game, we're gonna go. I'm prepared to do trading. So we go here. Let me go to my computer, and then we're gonna move some Pokemon. Obviously, let me actually do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a party Pokemon. Almost start. You did what you needed to do. Thank you very much. And then we're gonna deposit you. What's your summary? You are number 139, so you're gonna get deposited on the box that has your number, and then we're gonna withdraw the Pokemon we're gonna trade for Mew. So there should be a few of Pokemons that are repeats, right? I know we have a couple of executes, so we could trade this one, I guess. I have a couple of COs. We got this one. Alright, let's withdraw this. There we go. So our copy is ready to trade. And then we're gonna go into here. Let's see. Okay. So what I want is, since the save has all the Pokemon already generated, I want to withdraw a timid Mew, just in case I ever want a what will you call it? Here, a timid. Let me see. Can I maybe look at this? How could I look at the IBs for this one? Let me get the best IB. Alright, this one would do. This is fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna withdraw this Mew. There we go. And then, so now we're gonna link our Game Boy with the other save. And since it's a save that's being distributed, there is no issues with having a ROM that we don't own or anything like that. It is a save, right? It's a save file, so we should be okay. And here we go. So now we do the trade. I said I was gonna send seal, sorry. And I want, is this a timid? Yeah. So there, we're gonna trade our seal for a level 10 Mew. Again, this is just using their save file that was provided on Project Pokemon and the many other forums that they like to protect and save all the Pokemons. And just like this, guys, as you can see, we welcome Mew as our 151 Pokemon, and this Mew is legit. I'm not hacking or changing or glitching the system. I'm not using anything like that. This is how the distribution was done. It was a regular trade like this. So we have obtained Mew. Actually, I could trade for more of them if I wanted to, but I'm good enough with having the one, right? So I think with that, let's get out of here. Okay. And with that, guys, we could say that we have the first 151 Pokemon from Generation 1. So this completes our initial adventure of playing the remakes of Gen 1 games to capture the first 151 Pokemon. However, there's only one thing I might wanna look after is, for example, I have the in-train Pokemons here. I have their eggs, which I could hatch to get them with my trainer ID. That's one idea that I had. The other is I do have some Pokemon like Pidgeot, like Vaporeon, who have HMs. So when I'm gonna try to bring them through Transporter and through the other games, the DS games, and moving up in the generations, bring them to Gen 4 and so on, I might have issues bringing Pokemons with the HM. So what I'm gonna do, and maybe I make the list of, is look at every Pokemon that have HM moves and get a version of them that doesn't have it. Like, for example, I know Meowth, I was using one as my HM slave. This one's not it, so I did good there. And then Monkey, I also had one that was using as my AHM slave. So there we go. So those two wouldn't. So I think the only one, so Vaporeon would be one of them. So that means that we have to breed for another Vaporeon. And Yeah, another Vaporeon, another Eevee, and then evolve right away. And then the other one will be no, I think that's it. Pidgeot. Getting maybe going to one of the islands and capturing a Pidgeotto there at level 50, and just getting him enough experience, and then he could come up to level one more level, and then he becomes a Pidgeot. Actually, let's try to do that right now. Well, let me see. Oh, sorry. Let me deposit Mew, and he's gonna be on our 151 to 180 because he's number 151. Uh, and I think I could now go to um, the island. If I remember correctly, I think now that I have the Pokédex, I could go and visit home or Pallet Town and talk to the professor, and he's gonna give me my certificate. I hope. Okay, so he doesn't give it to me. All right. Uh, is this like the one I have to go to Celadon? But maybe because this is sorry, Gen 3, I had to complete the national dex. Okay, so he's not gonna give me anything. Sorry, guys. I thought he might. And I do need to finish beating the Elite Four one more time. I'm just gonna go to Island 1 really quick. But let's see. I'm trying to see where Pidgeotto can be found in FireRed. That a good location. So Route 13, 14, Bond Bridge. Right, Route 15. Huh. Interesting. Let's see what. At level 29. No, I need him a little higher. Bond Bridge. Where's Bond Bridge? Okay, I see Bond Bridge. Pidgeotto 34, 37, 40 at 15%. That's a good percentage. Alright, let's go there. And that is on. Looks like 3 island. Okay. But before I go, I need a Pokemon with cut. So we're gonna go and grab Meowth. Okay, let's do that. Since I'm at it. I believe there are places that might have a higher level. Where's that Meowth at? Here we go. But if it's a higher level, then it's gonna need higher levels of training, right? So we don't want that. Okay. I don't. Hang on, your Pokemon is caught. I don't think this is the route. Sorry. That's. I know that he's like trying to open this cave. I think there's like only one Pokemon here. Let's see what's here. There we go. Dunsparce. Yes, I remember this. I think he's the only one there. Okay. Good job. How the heck did I? 3 island. Bomb Bridge. Here we go. I think he would be here. Alright, Odish 31. Yes, he's here. Bloom. I got hit by a quick attack there. Meow. I do need another Eevee. There you go. Pokemon. Who should I send out? Raichu. Alright, that's okay. Thunder Wave. Texture and kill. There you go, that's enough. We send an Ultra. Good job. Alright, Pidgeotto. You've been captured. Okay, and then you evolve at what level to Pidgeot? Okay, I see that. But what's the level? 36. The one I caught is at don't remember, guys. Yes. Let's see here. He will be on the 151? No. Where would they put him? That took me out of here, didn't I? Where's that Pidgeotto now? Yeah, interesting. Thought he would be here. Well, I have a level 34 here. He was at level 36, so he wouldn't be in my party, right? Yeah, no, he wouldn't be there. Alright. What am I doing wrong, guys, here? I'm pretty sure I caught it. Where am I missing? It's not on this one. It's not on this one. Oh my god. What is it? What is this? What is this? Okay. Oh my god, god. Oh my god, I don't believe this. No, okay, what is this? Consider there. Not there. I thought he would be here. Oh, here it is. I see it. Okay. So, he should make. There you go. 2 levels. Should maybe. We give him the XP share, and he should come out quick. Although, maybe I should catch a level 37 one. If I see one before I train this one too much, we might catch it. Yeah, that little guy's really give me a lot. Alright, but Charizard did get to 100 to another level, so we'll take that. Is there trainers here? Maybe I could train. Let's see. If that's what we want to do. What is it? That's mean. You should want to fight. At least these are easy kills. Let's get some steps in. Easy. Hey, did I have out of you? I guess I did. Some of these oops. This takes me into the forest, right? I think here there might be some. Huh, there we go. Man. Whatever. I'm already committed to the other one. Putting it in the box, taking it out is the time that I'm gonna take to level up Pidgeotto, I guess. Oh my god, another one. Maybe I should have come here all along. No, hey, look at another one. Oh my god. I just like to make things a little harder. It's for the content, guys. It's for the content, alright? Okay. Alright. So, where are we? Alright, he needs one more Pokemon and then EV is just one level away, and the other ones are one level away. So there you go. Okay. So it's been interesting, guys. I feel like it took me way longer than it was supposed to, and I apologize. Obviously, I'm not a professional gamer player. Picking up the game after years. I do know a little bit about it and do know where things are, and I like looking up things. But this is my way of doing it. You know, it worked, I guess. I did manage to get the 151, uh, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, getting punished, losing some battles that I could have won. Uh, but it's not a Nuzlocke, so I'm not risking anything. Oh, interesting that he shows up here. That's an interesting encounter on. I guess it's one of those really low percentages somewhere else, so they let you have it here as well. Yeah. Oh, another one. Look at that. Alright, let's go outside, see if I can use this guy. There you go. Hopefully get some levels here, at least a little more experience. There you go. There you go. And with that, we get Pidgeotto. And then the other thing left would be to go. Beautiful. We'll go to Island 4 and breed another Eevee and get a Water Stone for another Vaporeon. And I think that would do it. Oh man, sorry, I was too fast. For Island, thank you very much. I think I could just drop my Vaporeon in. So where are you, Vaporeon? There we go. And then he should be. Which Ditto is in? Alright, give me Ditto back. And then we'll put the other one in. Ditto's number 132. So we're gonna start it in that bucket. And we'll redraw the other Ditto. I think it's on this one. That's the one I should deposit it. Here we go. There we go. So now they should like each other. Okay. Let's register the bike. So I can do this. Interesting. Somebody just need to come out of there. Give me an egg. So I can have an extra Eevee. There we go. That, and then I should take Vaporeon back. Oh, so let's take item. Item take. Let me go to that box, the first one, because I know Pidgeot will be in the wrong place. There we go. Then Raichu, I have it on my party. Charizard is on my party. This box is complete. This one needs a little bit of fixing, so I will fix that in a minute, guys. Let me give a Vaporeon before they make another egg. Alright, and then I think what I'm gonna do, okay, so for the sake of it, let's deposit Charizard and let's deposit him. Okay, so now that takes care of box 1 complete, box 2 complete, and here the last one we did was Golem, so Ponyta actually goes here, and you go there. Coughing, you are on a later box, so we drop you off somewhere here. And I need to bring Slowbro and Slow Poke. So Slow Poke you after that Ponyta. And Whizzing. We'll switch. Excuse me, guys. So you go here, and then after you two, we got Magneton and Magnemite. So I need to go find Magnemite. There we go. And you can go here, and then after you guys comes Farfetch. Farfetch is in that special. For now, we can move you over here. So Magneton, Farfetch. No, sorry. I need Doduo. There we go. Sorry. Here. Dodrio. Here. And then it's Seal and Dewgong. Dewgong, Grimer and Muck. Is this Grimer? Muck. And then Shell and Cloyster. Where do I have those guys at? Okay, no, they were. So Shelder, sorry, Shelder. Shelder. I don't know why I'm here. Shelder and Cloyster. And now come the three ghosts. So we have Ghastly, Hunter, and Gengar. And then we have Onyx. I saw an Onyx recently, yeah. We have Onyx, and then Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy should be. Where are you, Drowsy? There you go. Sorry. Drowsy, Hypno, Kingler, Krabby, Kingler, Voltorb, and I guess Electrode. It's a cute tour. Here we go. I love this, guys. We're almost there. Making it all look nice. So after him is the Marowak and Q1 and Marowak. Maybe in my folder. Oh, here's Marowak. Where's Q1? I don't remember seeing one recently, guys. So you go here. Where is the little one? Okay, not here. How about here? Scan. Q1. Here we go. Beautiful. Nice and beautiful. No, one more. Alright, after Cubone, we got the fighting duo, I'm sorry, of Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. So Hitmonchan goes here, and Hitmonlee is somewhere here. here. So I brought him from another game. There you go. So you are here. And then we have Leaky Tongue. So Leaky Tongue is in that folder with the eggs. We got Leaky Tongue. And then Coughing and Whistling. Coughing. And Whistling. Then Rhydon and Rhyhorn. So here's Rhyhorn. Then Rhydon is right here. And then after them is our nice and friendly friend here, Chansey. And then we get a Tangela that I caught recently. I think it's right over here. Yeah. Tangela. Then Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan, Tangela, Kangaskhan. Then after Kangaskhan, we have the two Horsey and Seadra. Let's find Seadra. Here we go. And then after them, we have the two fish, Sea King and Golding. Okay. And after them, okay, Starry, you're on the right place. Paras, you actually are an extra Paras that we're gonna put on this box because you are a repeat. Okay. So, let's see, Staryu, so I need a Starmie. A Starmie here. Well, you're gonna go. I'll put you over here for now. Starmie, then Mr. Mime, Scyther, and Jinx. I'm just getting stuff out of the way. So I need, sorry, Mr. Mime. After Starmie, Jinx, Mr. Mime, Jinx. Sorry, Scyther, Jinx. There's Scyther. Scyther, Jinx, Electabuzz, and Magmar. Electabuzz is here. Electabuzz. Magmar. Yeah. That's what I like the best game. The new games better. You could make all these moves and things and arrangements so much quicker. So Tauros is here. You will. So it's Tauros, Magikarp, Gyarados, Lapras, and then you and the Aerodactyl. You're right before here, and you are like here, and you Porygon. You are. Where the heck are you? Right before him. And Eevee, you are right after Ditto. And then, okay, you should go here, and you are extra. So where is you're on extra? You go here, so it's not like you're extra. Okay, that's, and then use normal likes. You are right before Articuno. Okay, you go there, and Flareon is here. So this is good. I guess my party I can store. Hold on, sorry. Dragonite there. Well, I had to make a new Vaporeon. So, alright, who do I need? Tauros, who's before you? Pinsir. I know you're like in a single by yourself. So, Pinsir, you go here. And then after you is our Magikarp, Gyarados family. I don't have a Magikarp. I don't have a Magikarp, guys. What? Did I trade it away when I was doing the moves? I need to have a Magikarp. I don't have a Magikarp. Look at that. Interesting. I don't have a Magikarp. It's not there, and it's not here. So I need to go get a Magikarp. And see, this is why I know it's a bit of me doing a lot of moves and moving stuff around. But this is how you realize that you're missing things, right? So we're missing a Vaporeon and we're missing a Magikarp. Everything else is extra. Like here I have 2 off, right? So he will go here. And then you guys I have 2 off, so it's just extra. And the Pidgeot I have is a Flight Pidgeot, so he obviously will be extra. And the Vaporeon I have is extra. So okay. Let me, you know what, since I'm gonna be doing some extra steps or whatever, let me draw these. I think what I gotta start doing is whatever I use as my in-game Pokemon, don't count them towards my turtle. Because then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna, well, I have fly, so I could go back to Vermilion. Because here, that's where I could put the bike. I'll get some good steps. Maybe we'll bring Pidgeotto up a level. So I'm still debating what I should do for Gen 2. Should I play the remakes and should I play the remix? The remakes, sorry, Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I heard that they're probably the best games or the best remakes and they're holding up really well. Or do I go back and play Crystal. However, the only thing with playing Crystal is that it's missing some Pokemon, right? So if I check the version exclusives for Crystal, Gold, and Silver. So let's see. So Crystal is missing Vulpix, Primeape, and the Mareep line, Girafarig, Remoraid, Octillery, Nightos, and Monkey. So I feel like those are Pokemon that I can catch on Pokemon Yellow and trade over to Crystal. But that would require me to play Pokemon Yellow. That would require me to play Pokemon Yellow, and it would require me to... It's a bit more difficult to work on Crystal, and that is because the boxes and moving Pokemon around when the DS games obviously make that thousands of times easier. However, because either way, I can't bring those generations into earlier games. And what I'm trying to say is, for example, Gen 2 Pokemon, in order for me to bring him into Emerald, to complete the National Dex in Emerald, I could only catch what's available in FireRed and LeafGreen, right, after game. And I won't get the starters, right? And the only way to get the starters is to play through the game, complete the games, and then I think one of the professor gives you the starters. Because if not, to get the Gen 2 Pokemon, you have to do Coliseum, which is a game I never played before, and honestly, I wouldn't mind playing. Just to, some people say it's one of the best games, and it was ahead of its time, and it's actually a good game. But yeah, all the Gen 2 Pokemon that I will need will be in there, and that would be a way to get. However, that wouldn't be from the original area where I won them, so I would have to play regardless a Gen 2 version of the game. So but I think what I could do is trying to think, guys. 'Cause I don't know. I don't see myself playing Farfetch. No. Let me check here. Alright. So I have Gen. So if I want to complete Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn in Gen 3 games, I have already all the Johto, and I have to play Hoenn. What that means is I probably play Emerald, and then get the version exclusives from Ruby and Sapphire, right? So that would give me all the Hoenn Pokemon. And then what people do is they play Coliseum Oh, I have to do Coliseum. So you get a Ho-Ho Coliseum by purifying all 48 shadow Pokemon. And then I had to go Lugia by playing Gale of Darkness. Right? Okay. So to get the Johto starters, you gotta complete the game with Pokédex and talk to the professor. He will give you one of them. Right? So you still need to get them from somewhere else. Yeah. Hmm. So do I want to embark into that, or do I do not care completing the national decks on the games? Because that's what I was thinking. Do I do not care about completing the national decks? Oh, interesting. So I do get a baby Pokemon. Look at that. It's for Jinx. Ha. That's interesting. That is interesting. Is that the last one? No, I still have Eevee. Oh. How did this guy evolve to on? Level 30? What? That is pretty. Interesting. That's pretty high. Not gonna lie. That's a pretty high level Pokemon. I might be okay keeping the the trainer. Man, I took credit for it. Ooh! Ooh! What about this, guys? What do we do here? What do we do in this case? Do we try to catch it? Or do we prepare better and then say, okay, we're gonna catch it? So I have Suicune because I started the game with, um, what do you call it? With Charmander. So this is where we do this. We use the Master Ball and we keep it. There you go. Hopefully I won't regret that. Uh, hopefully I won't regret it. Sometimes it's good to save as many Master Balls as I can, but uh, it's okay. It's always good to have some legendaries. Is there any other way to get? Is there a way to get the other legendaries? Or you only have one? Uh, hmm. Do all three of them? Okay, no, I think one of them. one of them appears, right? So Generation 3 says okay. Kanto, see here it is. One of the three genetics will roam Kanto, depending on the weakness of the player. Okay. It will commence roaming Kanto after you defeat the Rocker Warehouse. Okay. It would have low IB due to the roaming Pokemon IB bug, and if he uses Roar, it will disappear due to the roaming. Well, I guess I'm okay with having used that Master Ball there, guys. Imagine if it escapes. Well, Suicune doesn't have Roar, so it wouldn't have done it, so maybe I could have saved it. But we already have everything that we needed, except maybe some of the distribution Pokemon that I think we could get access to with the tickets or whatever it is, but okay. It's alright, well done. Another one to the Pokemon. We just gotta move him to a box where he belongs. Just need this Eevee, so we get that Water Stone and... Come on, lady. Yeah, I guess Vaporeon has Surf, so we're trying to... There you go. Okay. Good job, Eevee. So if I'm lucky and I have one already, Sunstone, Black Glasses, Waterstone, use it on Eevee. There you go. Perfect. Now what's the other one I needed? If I remember correctly, I need to use the Rod. Because I need a Magikarp. Great ball. Oh god, come on Magikarp. What? Why? Why are you not getting caught? There you go. So now, it's alright. If we go here, and we said, okay, Magikarp, you don't know belong there, you belong right here next to your Gyarados friend. And then in our party, Vaporeon belongs there. And Suicune, put you with the extra guys. There you go. And with this, guys, here you can see is the completed Living Dex of Kanto Pokemon. Obviously, I did it in the remake, so the National Dex won't be ready. But you can see we got everyone caught and everyone ready to go, even Mew. So Mew, as you guys can see, was straight in a fateful encounter at level 10. The trainer is going to be Mystery, and 06930 is the trainer code for that distribution. Yeah, and with that, I believe we're done with Kanto, at least trying to get the Living Dex here. I would think about what I'm going to do with Gen 2, with Johto. I could do Crystal, catch everything Crystal, and then it would be easy to complete Gen 2 in Crystal. I could bring those two home. I'm allowed to bring those two home. So in terms of having them in home, I would have them. I I cannot bring him into these games, and that's why I might have to play Coliseum to complete the national decks in these games. But I could do that. I could do Crystal, then jump into Gen 3, work on Emerald, and once I have Horn and Emerald ready, I could make the decision, okay, I want to play Coliseum and catch everything I can in Coliseum, or do I go ahead and play the remakes and catch them on the remakes, and then I should worry about completing the national decks in the later games. Um, so to be determined, guys, to see what we do with Crystal. I do like Crystal. I do have my analog pocket that I could play Crystal on. I haven't played the Crystal in a while, and it was one of my favorite Pokemon games because they had two regions and they executed the two regions, I think, in a good way, in a good manner. Um, and like I said, they were able to put together the two uh, areas, and they have a bunch of Pokemon. And like I said, from Gen 2, you're only missing five. You're only missing five Pokemon from Gen 2. So, for example, if I were to do it on the remakes, right? Hard Gold, Soul Silver, exclusives. Let's see. So each game, Hard Gold has one, two, three, four, five, six exclusive games to it. Six exclusive Pokemon to it. While Soul Silver obviously also has six. So it doesn't look too bad, but I would have to play really far probably in the games to um, be able to catch the exclusives in the different games. Um, while Crystal, you play the whole game and then you gotta restart for another one, and then you play up to four, gym fourth, the fourth gym or something. Let me see. Spin-off games, Coliseum, and how long would it take me to play maybe Coliseum? Alright, so, 118 battles, I had to capture all 48 Pokemon. So, we get started, we're given Espion and Umbreon, and then we battle a guy with Sisankun, and then we battle this other guy with the Whismur, and then we make it through. Alright, you know what, guys? I'm gonna give Coliseum. I'm gonna play Crystal, and we're gonna play Coliseum. And, we'll play the games how they were meant to be played. I believe the only game that I might not play is the off series games, even though I'm playing Coliseum. But I wouldn't play the Pokemon Ranger ones where they give you the eggs and stuff like that. So, yeah, I might have to find a different way to find that. Maybe I could trade with somebody or find a save of the game that already is completed and can give me the egg out of it. So we'll do that. Again, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, we'll try to make some little changes for Gen 2, and I think hopefully Crystal will give us some good catching and good luck. I know there's a few of 1%ers out there that I'm looking forward to catching. And yeah, we're gonna go from there then. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate taking the time to watch this, and have a good one.